Gearing up for the American Idol finale, Clayton is hanging out at a local recording studio to show us the process of recording an album. You know, after this season of American Idol wraps up, many of this year's finalists will start recording their own albums.
Clayton Clark is live in Fresno with a look at what it takes to lay down a hot track. Good morning, Clayton.
Good morning, Kim and Kopi. Yeah, we're getting a kind of behind-the-scenes look today on what it takes for these up-and-coming stars to record their own album. We're at Pyramid Recording and Mastering, and Jerry, you've been doing this for over 20 years now. What is the usual time it takes from when you start in the studio to finish CD?
It's all over the map. I mean, I've had people get in and out of here in one day, and they're happy with what they did, and then I have people work for a year or so on an album, and you know, they're still not satisfied.
What does this board do for you?
Well, there's a lot of different microphones out there, and they come in through the system here, and you can make several adjustments and route them to different places, record in the digital realm or in the analog realm, and then mix it down in the computer, and hopefully come up with something that people will like.
All right, so we have someone out there. Tiffany is going to perform her song right now called Rewind. That's actually on iTunes right now. This is an up-and-coming artist and song, so she's going to perform this song for you, and we're going to watch how Jerry here records it and puts it down on the computer. So, Tiffany, you're up. So basically, what are you doing right now?
Right now, we're just tracking. A lot of times we cut what's called a scratch, which is intentionally it's going to be thrown away, but it ends up being like the foundation that we go back and doctor up with other layers.
Now I see three different areas of levels. Is like the piano and her voice different?
Yeah, the vocal is the top line, and then the piano left and right is the two bottom lines.
Now, do you ever have to do it where you record the piano and the voice separately?
Yeah, lots of times we'll record. Like I said, if we're doing a scratch, we'll lay down this part first, and we'll go back and do just the piano, and then go back and do just the vocal, and then we have a discrete layer of each instrument to work with and make it perfect so that it can stand up to the scrutiny of being heard again and again and again and again and again. Unlike a live performance, when you get in the studio, you're trying to come up with something that's perfect and it's going to stand up to being played over and over and over again.
Now, sometimes people say that you can alter their voice to make them sound like good singers in a studio. I mean, this is her real voice, by the way. This is Tiffany's real voice, but can you go back and make someone sound like a better singer just with some buttons?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, there's all kinds of tricks. Just within the last few years, there's been a lot of software that's come out that allows you to manipulate the vocal just like any other instrument. You can go back and practically re-sing it once you capture the person's voice. Auto-tune, and there's lots of different possibilities.
I need to get me some of that.
Maybe we'll do that today.
Make me sound like a good singer. So once Tiffany's done, what do you do with all of the stuff that you've, grabbed so far?
Well, if this was going to be a full-blown production, I would go back and I would layer in the other instruments, maybe like a guitar, some percussion, another vocal track, whatever we think is, appropriate to butter it up and make it sound like a full-blown product.
All right, so we're still going to record the rest of Tiffany's song, and then we'll go back and see what it takes in the next stage of recording an album like a lot of these American Idol stars you're seeing right now. We're going to start doing once the show's over. Kim and Kopi.
Wow, that's fascinating. Thank you.